Alright, what is going on, guys? SpitefulHopes back again, coming at you with the math and pretty much the rates on what is better. Singles, multis, the old format of double chance, or this format of double chance. Now, for those that are unaware, the chance of getting a banner nowadays in comparison to the other characters is 0.5%. However, when we go to the fifth step, we actually have a guaranteed 5-star. Now, since the chance goes from 0.06777% or 0.66667% to 0.5, obviously the rate for pulling a character is decreased. So we have Sid here. He is a nuclear engineer.
Hello.
And he pretty much has the math down for everything, including what's better and the cutoff point on what's better, etc., etc. So, you want to just dive into it on what we're looking at?
Yes. So, first off, the Lunar New Year step-ups was done as if there's 12 characters. So if we do it by 20, it's automatically horrible.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we all know about that.
Yeah.
So that's this group right here.
Yeah. So for Lunar New Year step-ups, for those that are unaware, because some people might be watching this video later on, Lunar New Year step-ups actually had 5 featured banner characters and 15 filler. So it was probably one of the worst value banners of almost all of last year,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you count like the free multis that they gave us, and there's thousands of characters. This is the Lunar. So basically, anything that's colored in green, that's basically about how many 5-stars you should be pulling. And I highlighted everything that's in yellow/orange as orb sources, and blue as percentages, just to make it stand out a bit more. So first off, Lunar New Year's, if there was 12 characters, on average, you should pull 3.14 5-stars over the 5 steps, and that'll cost you 900 orbs, which equals out to about 286.6 orbs per 5-star, and a chance per character would be 23.9% chance.
So pretty much about 11 singles per 5-star, roughly, and then if you do all 5 steps, you have a 23% chance, 23.8729% chance of actually pulling the character that you specifically want.
Yep.
Assuming you are only aiming for one character.
Yep.
And this is and this is assuming that Lunar was 12 characters and not the 20 that actually was in it.
Correct.
So
And there's...
Yeah, so this is assuming that they actually use this format for pretty much JP anniversary, which is coming July 23rd. And if they decide to keep doing 25 stars, that math is completely... That math is going to be completely
garbage.
Different, to be honest. Yeah, it's honestly not even going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's trash. That's why I didn't even calculate it.
Yeah.
So the new step-up system. This curse is being shit. So you should on average pull 3.9 characters per 5 steps.
Mm-hmm.
That includes the guaranteed obvious. Also, by the way, as you see, like, these are all 0.6 except for this one, because that's calculated by 9 pulls for the step 5 and not 10, because I removed the guaranteed one and put in a separate column. This gives you an overall 29% chance to pull a certain character, and it gives you a 67.7% chance to actually pull a banner, which
is actually really high. Like 67.7% chance for 1100 orbs. This is per 1100 orbs, right?
Yep.
That's actually honestly good value, in my opinion. That's actually really good value.
Yep. Then we get to the... Well, no, we'll save that one for later. That's the individual. And here's the old format. If it's just 6% with 6 fillers. So, out of a total, you should get an average 2.6 5 stars per 1,100 orbs. That's about 416.6 repeating orbs per 5-star. The chance for an individual is 26.6%, and the chance for a banner is 65%.
So with this new format, we have approximately 2.4% chance higher to get the actual character that you want, and a 2.7% chance higher to get a banner character just in general.
Here's the interesting part.
Hold on, let me just break it down a little more, just because it's a lot of numbers, and I'm not sure if they can make out every single number either. So with the new step of format, it says here that it comes out to approximately 279 orbs per 5-star, and with the old step of format, with just 6%, with only 6 fillers, so 9 characters total, you will on average pull a 5-star per 416 orbs. So the value of, let me do this, 416.667 minus 279.18. So you're roughly spending, assuming you only do up to step 5 and step 5, of course, you are saving approximately 137 orbs per 5-star, assuming that that's all you ever do. Okay.
Yep. And then here's the interesting part is once we start doing singles past step 5,
Of course.
This is the step 5, so the 65 and 67%. After three singles, the old system is actually better to pull a banner. It just barely edges out by 0.3%, not 3%, but 0.3%.
Yeah.
And then it just slowly starts climbing and starts getting way better than the other. And by your 10th single, you have about three. That's about a 6% better chance to actually pull a banner.
So what this pretty much means is, with this new format, assuming that you only do like up to step 5, if you do 2 singles, you have a higher probability of pulling a banner character, as opposed to the same amount of orbs spent on the old 6% chance. Now, once you hit that 3rd single, because honestly there's no real point in doing multis after step 5, because it's the same rate as singles no matter what. The only difference is you can actually choose to stop summoning once you pull a character you want, or if you've pretty much had enough. So after 1100 orbs, which is step 5, when you start doing singles, as soon as you hit that 3rd single, you're already at a less chance of excuse me. Once you hit that 3rd single, the old format would have actually granted you a higher percentage chance of actually pulling a banner. So if you're looking for straight up overall just a value, it's actually in your best interest to do up to step 5, and of course do step 5, and then 2 singles. That will be, like from a statistical standpoint, that's your best chance of pulling a banner on a higher rate than the previous setup of just 6% banner, 9 characters total, including the banner, and instead of this new 12 character, including the banners. Okay.
And then if we go to the individuals, they're actually freaking pretty good.
Yeah.
So we get to so on average step 5, 3.45 characters, 318.8, so basically 319 orbs per 5-star. So obviously not as good, not as high rates, but still not bad. But you have a 53.4% chance of pulling a specific character through step 5.
Yeah, and that keep in mind is pretty much a banner. So assuming that you want to summon for Ichigo, if you go up and do step 5, you should be getting a 5-star for approximately every 318 orbs, 318.8 orbs, so pretty much 319 orbs. And the chance of actually pulling the banner that you want, or the character in the filler pool that you want, is actually 53.408% chance, which is actually really high. So even though it does cost 1100 orbs, that is a lot better, because first off, these individual banners are 5%, not 3% like we were used to, and they actually guarantee a 5-star on the 5th step, which is in my opinion, surprising by Caleb, to say the least.
And also understand that as with statistics, if you do like, if you did whatchamacallit, 50 more orbs, or not 50 more orbs, 5 more multis after this, you don't, the percentages kind of like reset. So if you actually draw this out, you're never gonna get to 100%. So don't think that.
Yeah, keep in mind that this
policy.
Gacha game is remember that gachas and lotteries and gambling, pretty much like casino stuff, everything is probability, and the way the probability works is it does not stack. So just because you do 1100 orbs and you have a 53% chance doesn't mean that you have another 50% chance. It doesn't. You're never guaranteed the character you want. So just keep that in mind. And even if you do like 3300 orbs, you're just because the probability is there, and it's probable that you'll pull the character because it is higher than 50%. It doesn't mean that it's likely to. Like, it doesn't mean that you're guaranteed anything.
Yeah, I don't know how good the quality is going, but if you go back to where the non-step-ups versus the step-ups overtakes, if you actually pay attention to those numbers, each time they get bigger by a smaller and smaller margin.
Yeah.
So you'll never actually hit 100%. So just understand, more you summon doesn't mean it's gonna spike your percentage. It's actually less and less per time. It'll still go up, but less. That's about it.
The point at which non-step-ups have a better chance to pull a banner. What is that? 694.6 on the bottom right? Or is that just you were doing math back then?
So this is the point where the 3 singles. So this is the orbs. This little box, if you can see it, 1,175 in total. That's a 69.4%.
Oh, okay.
Or 69.5% chance to pull a banner, while this is a 69.7% chance. So there's not much of a difference, but there is one.
Did you calculate the chance of a banner if you do 1,100 orbs on a 3%?
No, but hold on one second.
Like, I could use the probability calculator also for that too.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
I'll do it. So drop chance, assuming that it's 1% per character, and 1,100 orbs is how many singles? 44. 44. So assuming you're only going for a specific character, because individuals are mainly for one particular character, the chances of you pulling that character is 35.738% chance with the old format. So the difference is actually quite massive. So what is that? 53.408 minus 35.73884. You have a 17.67% chance higher. It's a 17. It's the chance of you pulling the character that you want in particular, assuming you only want one character, you have a 17.67% chance higher with the new format than with the old 3% banner. Also, the chance of you pulling a 5-star just in general goes to 5, and assuming you're doing that, let me see. 10% chance. Oh no, I'd have to do a different.
So it should be 3.3 repeating multis.
3.3 repeating multis. Yeah, I don't know how to calculate that math. To be honest, like how many orbs it would cost per 5-star.
So well over 500 orbs.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Pretty much with this new format, it is actually better. Assuming that you only do up to step 5 and then 3 singles. Oh wait, no, and 2 singles, right?
2 singles.
And 2 singles.
Yeah.
So assuming you do step 5 up to step 5, which is 1,100 orbs with the new format, and then add an extra 2 singles, you have a higher rate. So that's going to be best value in terms of how you should use your orbs. As for individual banners, at the end of the day, you're still using 1100 orbs, which is a significant amount of orbs. So I would honestly only recommend you go for that if there's a character that you feel like you desperately want. And even then, I would highly advise you just to hit that 5th multi, just because of that 53.4% chance of actually pulling the character that you want. And keep in mind that just because there's a character guarantee doesn't mean that you can't pull a 5-star during the earlier steps too. So if you want a specific character, like that 53.48% chance is still very, very good, assuming that Caleb decides to put these individual banners for every single type of banner that they did, like they did with Thousand Year Blood War 7, the Ichigo Kenpachi Aizen banner, this Valentine's Day banner, and we'll see if they continue this trend. They most likely probably will, because usually this kind of stuff is planned for a long time. So anything else?
Nope. That's about it.
No, that's about it. All right. So, anyways, thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank you, Sid, for stopping by. I appreciate you doing the math.
Yeah. Once we did the live stream, I got hooked. Once I have a problem, I have to solve it.
I feel that. I'm literally the same way. So, anyways, y'all know this, guys. Grind on, catch me up, hit me up, stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this was somewhat informative. I know that this is a lot of math. A lot of people might not care about this, but in my opinion, this is really, really interesting stuff, because this pretty much, like I said, it literally tells you what's your best value in terms of if you want to continue with the old format or the new format. And they have the pros, they have the cons, and the cons is the more orbs that you do in this new style of step ups, the less likely you actually are to summon the character you want. However, if you do a limited amount of orbs and you use the sales, quote unquote, that they have for just doing the multis, I mean,
that brings up a really good point. This system is way better for free-to-play players who have a limited amount of orbs, but it's way worse for whales.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So, like, as you can see here, this is actually better for free-to-play players, because one, you're getting more 5-stars per orbs, which means, like, you're naturally going to start accruing a lot of these characters in the premium pool, because that's what Kayla likes to throw at us. And on top of that, you actually have a higher chance with limited amount of orbs, like assuming you guys are doing the same amount of orbs. So for those that are whales and are doing like 3,000, 4,000 orbs per banner, just based on this, you're actually better off waiting for a banner to come back, which you know that they will do, because they've been doing it non-stop. Like, we already got Thousand Year Blood War Camp for Your Own World Volume 3, like maybe 4 times, right? Something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they continue this trend. So just be careful with your orbs. At the end of the day, especially you whales, you guys know the value of these orbs. It's like 585 orbs for $80, $86 if you're in New York. Nice, that's how much I pay, which sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And like I said, I know this is math. I know this could be a little confusing. I try to do my best to break it down a little bit and make this somewhat fun. I'm glad that he used a bunch of different colors to actually make it even more, what is it called? Pleasing to the eye, I guess? Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah.
Oh, just easy to understand.
Yeah, easier to understand. Yeah. Perfect. And yeah, at which point, stay blessed, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace.